Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was supposed to go live yesterday, but I don't know how I got caught up with my dog. Then I had did something with my cooking show, Talessia's Kitchen. If you want to learn how to cook, I would advise you to head over to that channel. But today we got to talk about a lot of stuff. I mean, like a lot of stuff. What's going on in today's world of politics? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? So, I don't even know where to begin. Let me see where I can begin. I'll do that. Let's see. Okay, we can talk about, first we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis, however you pronounce his name. We're going to talk about him and him banning African American studies, which I believe banning the whole curriculum is stupid. Certain stuff that's in the curriculum I don't agree with, that when it comes to African American studies, just like queer studies. But this is my thing. This is colleges. So these are classes that you don't have to take if you don't want to take it. Like, this is not like part of the Florida board with high school kids or whatever. This is somebody that's in college. If they want to pay for it, they can take this classes. Banning the whole thing because something that you don't like in the curriculum, to me, is dumb. It doesn't make any sense. So it's just like, if you have an issue with what's in the curriculum, you sit down with people that's scholars of African American studies and go over with what you think you believe. Because in colleges, you still got Asian study, you still got women study, all kind of different cultures that you can learn about. Stripping the whole thing off, it doesn't make sense. Hold on. Like I said, stripping the whole thing off, that does not make any sense. Like, it's okay to learn about African American culture. What I think the problem is with a lot of these people is, it's like y'all want to lie about what's going on, what done happened in America. Like, American history is American history. You don't get to write American history how you want people to perceive American history. You write it as exactly what happened. No opinions, no nothing. This is exactly what happened. You see what I'm saying? So banning African Americans studies is stupid. You want to sit down with the scholars and go over what's in the studies, then that's a whole nother thing, because some of the stuff in the studies I don't agree with. But for me to say to ban the whole thing, and let's talk about America. Like, I took world religion in college, where it taught me about other religions around the world, or, you know what I'm saying, how different religions, this is that. So just because I don't believe in the other religions does not give me the right to learn about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just think that's just real stupid of him banning that. So we're gonna see how that goes with him. So another thing I wanted to touch on was, okay, you have Ron again in the hot seat, him and Trump. Now, him and Trump is going back and forth. Well, I wouldn't say he going back and forth. I would say, hold on. Sorry about that. So now all of a sudden, you know, you got some people that's, first of all, DeSantis, or however you say his name, I say it wrong every time. I don't know how to pronounce it. My bad. He haven't even announced that he's running, and you already have people out here bickering and arguing. You even have President Trump commenting on how he feel Ron is a globalist and this, that. Then you got people counter talking that and saying, well, he wasn't a globalist when you was campaigning for him to be governor. So it's just like the bickering with 2024 has got, it haven't even, it already done hit the ground and it's already is rolling. So it's interesting to see how he was just the best governor in the United States because let conservatives say it. You know what I'm saying? He was just the best. Now, since they believe that he's going to be running against Trump, he's a globalist and all this, that. I mean, that's up for the people to decide. That's up for whatever. But he haven't even announced that he's running yet, and he's already getting political campaign ads and talks and stuff ran against him, which I think is kind of funny. I think no one should speak on no one that's, if they haven't announced that they're running. I mean, what are we going to sit here and argue about it? But Nikki Haley, she has came out as one of the ones, excuse me, that says she is running. And actually they said she had called President Trump, I guess. I don't know. Is she trying to get her farewell wishes so she won't get a nickname or whatever the case may be? But to tell him that she is running, he's supposed to have said something good as far as like, you know, basically like, basically, you're still on the fastest route. Basically just saying, good luck, go ahead, do it. So it's interesting to see how, when she do announce how the base is going to treat, the Trump base is going to treat her, because I thought they did like Nikki, so that's going to be interesting to see. So yeah, that's one thing. So this campaign for 2024, I think, is going to be brutal, because you have a lot of people that was all Trump this, all Trump that. Even some of his so-called top supporters even switched their tune, and now they saying that you need to get past the Trump and they want somebody new. It's just funny to see how the tables are turning, and it's only a few of them that still is sticking it out with Trump through the whole thing. But you have a lot of people that got put on off riding the Trump train has now switched their tune of the beat. And it's funny. It's kind of interesting to watch how certain people they warned him about, but you know, they was doing, and how can I put this, doing a lot of tap dancing. So be loyal. They was really just around. And it's funny to see them political campaign get started, and who, if he's announced to be the Republican candidate, I'm gonna be right there with a microphone in the glass in certain people's faces that was like, move on. We think he need. They was trying to say it in good words, like, you know, the Republican Party just need to move forward. Trump had his chance, and the tune of the election being stolen, that's dying down from these same people that was saying what was going on and this, that. So it's going to be very funny to see. But see, this is why you don't. I remember when John Kerry was running, and whoever John Kerry was running against, that you know how like people campaign, people get together, they have made big flip-flops because they say he was flip-flop on every issue. But see, this is why in politics, they always say in politics, you don't have any friends. You don't have any friends. People jumping and going on to whatever the hottest thing that's hot. And you're seeing that with these people that if it wasn't for Trump, we wouldn't even know these people. Now these people that came off, that got wealthy off his name, and now they are turning the tune of a different beat. So that's kind of interesting, funny to see. But see, you watch folks like that. It's either you in or you out. It's not jump on. That's like a person jumping on every trend or whatever. So yeah, that's that. So let's get into policing in America. The media has desensitized so much that done happened with the police to how they painting the issue of what's going on. Me, I'm the type of person I can deal with whatever issue that's in front of me, speak my opinion on that's in front of me, and that I'm not gullible to be like this is for everybody. So when I see police brutality, you have people singing a different beat. It depends on what's going on. With the Tyrese Nichols, I forgot, I don't know. The guy that was beat by those 5 officers. You having the same people that those was white cops, it would be complied. He shouldn't have ran. It's all they should have applied, they should have complied, they should have followed directions, and this is that. Police go through police academy for things like this. They're supposed to be trained to go. You're not going to have, if the world was like how people paint things to be, then we won't need no police. Police are trained to defuse any situation and to help someone that's in need. So if you got a police just coming up and say 2 guys, a man hitting on a woman, his thing is to diffuse the situation, get the aggressor up under control, and if they going to jail, you book them and the courts deal with it. See, I have to tell people that no matter what, they will say the cop is right. And people, they bring up everything up out of the sun about just what's going on because of what others are saying about the cops, when we should just stick to the facts. Let me tell you something. I took a psychology. I think everyone should take psychology 101. That was one of the, out of all the classes I took in college, that is about the only one that I can say I still apply and I still think about the things that we learn in there. And these are facts proven with studies after studies after studies. So this ain't nothing just what somebody was saying, a crazy liberal saying that a thing. My psychology teacher, we was going over some stuff, and one of the particular courses we was going over of people mindsets, and she was saying like most people that got picked on, bullied on in school, got picked on, or was the least likely person that anybody ever deal with or wanted to deal with, a lot of those type of people go get authority figure jobs. That way they have control now. They control the narrative and they have the power. So a lot of people that's like that go get authority figure jobs. And I'm not just saying everybody in the police academy, is this type of person, but a lot of it is true. So you have some people that probably got picked on by this person, picked on by that person. Then they go get something where that same type of person that picked on them, they got to answer something to them, because now they have the authority figure, they have the thing. Now this is my whole thing right here. You have, when you go to sign up to be a police officer, policing is one of the most dangerous jobs to have. While you run away from fear or from fire or from somebody shooting at somebody, police officers are trained to run into those situations. Now, depending on whatever the situation is, they are there to get the situation under control. Police officers are not the ones that is supposed to determine the court of law right then and there. And also with saying that, civilians, we have to understand, any altercation that you have with law enforcement is not to be debated right then and there. So if I feel like the police pulled me over for the wrong reason, and this cop, I'm asking what am I pulling over for, and I felt like I didn't do nothing wrong, and the cop still goes to give me a ticket. It's not up to me to decide right then and there to say I'm right or wrong or try to debate with the cop. That will be handled in the court of law. That's what the courts are for. The courts are for to determine stuff like that. If someone shoots and kills someone and the cops is trying to get the suspect and they apprehend the suspect, it's not up to the cop to render justice right then and there. It's up to the cop to diffuse the situation, get the situation under control, and let the courts deal with what they got to do to that person or what's going on with that person. I think that's where the disconnect come in on both sides, because you got people that don't care nothing about nothing that happened. All they know is that person should have complied. If that person would have never been doing this illegal, this wouldn't have happened to them. That's not the cop job to render justice. That's not the cop job, because you did something illegal, for me to take it out on you. And it's not my job to try to, because I feel like a cop did me wrong, try the case right then and there. That's the purpose of you getting a lawyer. That's the purpose of you getting an investigator. Whatever you do, whatever you can to make sure that you trying to fight the case the best way you can. That's what you do. So if a cop come up to you and you feel like a cop is doing you wrong, it ain't even nothing to talk about, because you can't talk about it. If they're gonna arrest you, once they say put your hands behind your back, and if you know 100% in your mind that you haven't did nothing wrong, it's nothing that you can do right then and there on the scene. So me arguing with you because I felt like you did something wrong to me on the scene, that's not going to be a good outcome. And that's not the court system right there. And cops, when you're going to arrest someone that did something wrong, it's not up to you to render justice right then. It's up to you to apprehend and bring the suspect in so he or she can be tried in a court of law. And if you are a cop, there's no way that you possibly can be a cop and be so fucking scary. A lot of these incidents, I was afraid for my life. You are a cop. You can't be a scary cop. Because when situations come, we know that you're going to escalate the situation. Because you said you are fear and you working off fear. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that hard.
Save 2 minutes via I-20 West.
Then you have police officers, and I had said this before. Police officer is just like people in the hood I grew up with. When they say my name in Cleveland, they say Talessia from 30th. I grew up in the projects. I grew up on 30th. Most people say that's where I'm from. Just like hoods have codes, police officers, back to blue, they have codes. No matter what, we not going to go against our fellow officer, and we're going to stick this out together. The streets is just the same way. You have people in the hood, they know what's going on, but they're going to stick behind their people. And it is what it is. Cops is the same thing. Now, to break the cycle of both, I mean, you can't break the cycle of both. Don't let one bad cop or one bad person ruin the whole bunch. Because if you have a bad one, it's going to spread. Your evilness, your wrongdoings is going to spread. So if I'm a cop, like those 5 officers that pulled up on the scene and did that to that boy, none of them had the courage to tell the other cop to stop. What the hell you doing? This not right. But if they did if they did what it did that, it would have been backlash at the precinct when they went back to their guys, because it'd be like you flipping on the cop. Just like the cop pledged the honor to the bag and the dudes pledged the honor to the streets, it's the same thing. You will know somebody going around doing this and doing that. You ain't gonna say nothing to them to do nothing. You gonna turn a blind eye because these your peoples, whatever the case may be. Every time a cop do something, it's not all the cops. I don't know if I'm saying it right to you. What those cops and other cops, even the cops that put the knee on the guy's neck, on George Floyd's neck, you have people want to talk about everything but how he put his knee on that man's neck and that man said he can't breathe. It's not up to the cop to determine if you really can breathe or not. If you was in an altercation with a cop and you say you can't breathe, it's up to the cop to make sure that you're okay. That's how I think the ambulance people, some of the ambulance people had got fired too, because when they came to the scene, they didn't do what they were supposed to. They were supposed to come to the scene and render aid to this person that's in need. Not because of whatever y'all think going on, and okay, but since that going on, I'm not rendering aid to that. That's not how it works. And that is the problem. When Floyd told the guy, I can't breathe and you on my neck, and he didn't let off any pressure on it, then that's the problem. That's the disconnect. You're going to have civilians that's going to run from you. You're going to have civilians to hit you, harm you. How you de-escalate the situation, that ball is in your corner. Something that you need to understand, hey, he's running at me with this. Do I use deadly force? Do I try to defuse the situation? How do I try to... These instances of stuff that cops have to make just like that. But they are supposed to be trained. Have you ever seen a cop training? They'd be like in these little cubicle things, and they'll go to open up the door, but somebody be on the other side with a gun, and they didn't know. And you know what I'm saying? They're trained to do what they have to do when they in all these different type of positions. So all this is, I was scared and this, that. Just because you're a cop, you is not God. You is not the author of life to say, this person did something bad, I'm going to take them out, or whatever the case may be. You as a cop is to de-escalate the situation, get the suspect apprehended, in custody, and let the courts deal with it. All this other stuff that's going on, it's just like common sense. Even with this, they saying that the 5 officers, you have, now this is what's funny. You have to call a spade a spade. It is what it is. These 5 officers not getting backed by the blue. Some say it's race. Because you have any other time when somebody run, or when somebody do something, they shouldn't have did that, they shouldn't have did this. So why these cops ain't getting the same grace as the other cops get? So you have to pay attention to all this. If cops just get called out for what they did wrong and just move on from the situation, I mean, this would be so easier. It is good cops. If you police in the neighborhood, get to know the neighborhood. You should know the neighbors in a place that you are policing. This the area you policing. This is the area that you're supposed to be protecting. So how you don't know the people? I think the disconnect, and I don't think people want to blame me because people saying defund the police. No, it ain't. It been a disconnect with cops in the communities.
Traffic ahead due to a hazard. You're still on the fastest route.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, do a better psychological screening of who you want to put in that uniform. Make sure this person is mentally fit to put on that uniform. Stop just hiring anybody with these uniforms. Stop having these cops work 20-hour shifts. Like, it's a lot that can be taught. Stop letting officers get away with stuff because of the police union. People get fired for doing stuff dead wrong, but the police union hire them right back. So it's just like, it need to be a massive training. I don't know, this cop stuff that's going on in America, and it's just like, the news, the mega news, what a multi-platform news is, will make it seem like it's something else. Like here in Atlanta, I see cops all the time. It's not like when I see a cop, I'm black and I know I'm not afraid of my life, or I'm not afraid that a cop gonna do something to me, and you know what I'm saying, or will a cop see me, you know what I'm saying? But it do be situations like that. Everything need to be handled on a situation basis. Nothing else, nothing less. We get distracted because the news will prop up certain stuff that happen just to provoke, just to spark the flames. That's all they want to do. They just want to spark the flames. They don't give a damn about nothing. Oh, let's put these cops on here beating these people and just make it seem like it's just a world outcry of cops. And then, you know what was I found some interesting. You have people on the left still calling what happened to Mr. Nichols white supremacies. But I don't understand how they can say that when it's democratically ran and everyone is black. You got a black chief, black mayor, black, you know what I'm saying? So you're saying that those black folks is running white supremacists? Like, that is the most dumbest talking point that I have heard. Like, I don't understand how something that's democratically ran, the mayor, everybody that's in top positions are black. So how is this white supremacists? You just got some dumbass cops that did some dumbass shit. Now it's gonna cost them the rest of their life. White supremacy didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay, because you have all these people. Now you have the white cop that wasn't arrested, but he was put on light duty work or some shit like that. The one that was tasing him, they want to know why he didn't get suspended and fired like everybody. It's just everything in life that they put on the world for mega news, they just make it worse. You got Kamala Harris and them going to his wedding. Wedding. The hell am I talking about? Going to his funeral. I know all kind of people been slain. No one gave a damn about their funeral. But it's the political. No one is gonna politicize nothing I got going on with my family members, especially if a death was involved. Not me. And it's one more thing I wanted to cover before I go. I forgot. But I will be coming back with... I wanted to go over the stuff with Diamond and Silk. As y'all know, about a couple of weeks ago, Diamond had unexpectedly passed away. She was 51 years old. I'm 41, so she's 10 years older than me. Before she passed away, it was speculations that she was in the hospital around November suffering from COVID. Then in January, she came out and addressed the situation, and they was basically saying the people was lying. They didn't know what they was talking about, blase, blase. A month later, she ended up passing away. And it made me kind of not, like, it was like kind of scary, like, what did she possibly die from? So yesterday was her sister's first time doing a show since this had happened, and she had her sister on there, her brother on there, her father. The sister looked, talk, act just like Diamond. It was just like, it was kind of scary. Like, you would be looking like, is that fucking Diamond? Like, what? It was weird, very weird to me. Not saying anything wrong to her, but just how she mimicked so much of Diamond. I think that's what kind of threw me off. Like, I don't even remember if I could even recall the words that was coming out of her mouth, but it was just like the way she was talking, acting, hand gestures, everything just like Diamond. Like, it was kind of weird. But they had, touched on, because I guess in one of her speeches that she did at the funeral, the people, even me, I had retweeted, like, why would she take the shot? And you know what I'm saying? It's much like, but I further listening to it, it was just a clip that they had posted. I guess she was saying, she didn't say that Diamond took the shot. So she was like, so last night she said that she couldn't comment on that because of legal issues. She was like, but basically like this: if something was bio warfare, biochemically, or something to that nature, something, would you? And we constantly talked about that. It is that. would you take it? And they, I don't know, people's like, no. And she was like, right. So put hell in front of that. Hell no then. So she was like, that determines actually basically saying like, um, we talked about this, that. What the hell? She'll take the shot. She ain't take no shot. But I don't know why they just can't come out and say she didn't take the shot. Like, what legal issues would that be? If she didn't take the shot, she didn't take the shot. If she took the shot, she took the shot. If you believe she took the shot and it caused her death, then that's something that we can you know what I'm saying, that we can all talk about. But she wouldn't say. She said it was for legal issues, because I to this day I just really want to know what she passed away from. It's sad that she gone. It's doing this her show. She addressed some stuff like ain't nobody replacing Silk. No one is going to fulfill her sister's shoes, and she was also talking about it, about the funeral. But she said it was a celebration of life. It wasn't a funeral, and this that. So I'm just waiting for all this to unfold. I don't want to make no speculations, but I could say this. The way she was talking, basically like she did not take the shot. But she couldn't say it that way.
Reported ahead on I-285 south at 900 feet. You're still on the fastest route.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's raining. But she didn't say it, so it's interesting to see how the Diamond, she says she's not changing the name of the show because that's what it's going to be. So it's interesting to see how this is going to go play out for Silk. I was sending her family best wishes and everything. But yeah, that's your latest. Oh, did I talk about the transgenders? Oh, okay. I like T.S. Madison. She is a transgender woman. She was born a male. She identified as a woman. I've been following her for years, but even when her and Kaya used to do their show in the living room, had a funny kind of show, gossiping and talk about people. It was very funny dealing with those two. So she has rose to the top, to stardom and fame and everything. She's doing really good with herself, and a lot of people will consider her as a transgender activist or whatever. So another transgender went viral and was on the news because this transgender person that identified as a woman wanted to go in a women's bathroom, and a lady got afraid. But you got to understand, this person looks like a male, has a full beard and everything, looks like a male, and mad because people saying that she is a male. Like, you look like one. So I guess T.S. Madison had posted something about it, and then got all this backlash from her own community as to why she identifies this and this is that. Listen, if you want to be a woman, if you call yourself want to be a woman, go over on the other side and be a woman. But for you to come over here and say you want to be a woman with a full beard, like, some stuff I just think is mockery to women, but they use it up under an umbrella as trans. Not all, because T.S. Madison don't act like that. She's not like that. She actually is a really good person. So this white trans, T.S. posted her. Now she felt like she can't handle it. She might try to put the Karen move down on her, basically, as if she's doing, like, she's gonna do something to herself because she feels threatened. All this whole other, but see, I just feel like some stuff, I will feel comfortable going in the bathroom, using the bathroom with Madison before I go in the bathroom with that white lady. That's it. Cause, I mean, you look just like a man. A bit, nothing on you look feminine. You look like a man. Period. Point blank. I wouldn't feel comfortable with taking me in the bathroom with you and my daughter as I would feel comfortable in the bathroom with T.S. Madison. And that's just reality. That's just, it is what it is. So transgender and a lot of the stuff, like, they want people to accept everything about them, but get mad at you if you want to. Like, if I say I only want to date straight males, I'm homophobic. And just listen, y'all, it's a lot going on, so I don't even know if I can even tap into the transgender thing and that right now. But back to this channel. Listen, y'all, I'm becoming live more. You can send me some stuff that y'all want me to talk about on voiceit at streetpoliticswithtalessia.com. And I want to start bringing some people on, a lot of people that's prominent here in Atlanta you will be seeing on my channel, because I'm having a new setting coming soon in March. So I'm really going to be going live. I'm really going to be digging into the political arena and things that's going on. So if you have something that you want me to talk about, send it in at voiceit@streetpoliticswithtalessia.com. If you enjoy this channel and you like this channel and you like for me to keep this movement, you can support three ways. The first way, all you have to do is just like, comment, and share my videos. That's a form of appreciation and gratitude that I will appreciate from you all. That's a point that's something that how you can contribute to me. Or you can donate to the channel, which is, the link is in my bio, or the link is on my website. Or you can go on my website and purchase some items that we have on there. We're going to be rebranding a lot of stuff, so just bear with me. But until then, those are the three ways that you can contribute to this channel, and I really appreciate my 1,300. What I have 12,300 some followers here on YouTube. What about 91,000 followers on Instagram, 22 some thousand followers on Twitter. I really appreciate every last one of you for hanging in here with me, sharing, commenting. And listen, I'm not the type that when you're on my channel, I take all opinions. No opinion goes unsound. Everyone has an opinion and everyone is entitled to it on my channel. So until we meet next time, you all have a blessed day. I'll catch up to you.